an independent sovereign state. And to understand this, you as you said, you have to go back slightly into history. If you peruse the colonial office documents that are kept in the public record office in London, in Kew Gardens, you will see that southern Rhodesia, which is Zimbabwe now, and South Africa, along with Australia, New Zealand, and Canada, these five, they are referred to as white man's country. That's the phrase. That is the phrase that is used consistently by the great administrators, Lord Salisbury, Lord Milner, Sir Harry Johnston. They all refer to these five as white man's country. It's a policy that was predicated on two sub-policies, or it rested on two pillars. First, the British settlers who went to these countries were supposed to eventually outnumber the natives, and because these five were earmarked for permanent white settlement. And of course this policy succeeded completely in Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, and it was well on its way to success in South Africa and southern Rhodesia, Zimbabwe now, because in the course of years they radically changed the ratio between the natives and the incoming settlers. As we speak now in South Africa, the ratio is 1 to 10, where 3 centuries ago, previously it was 1 to 19,000. In my country, it was
1 being
1 European to 19,000 natives.
And now it's 1 European to 10.
Now it's 1 to 10. Yes, in South Africa. In Zimbabwe, when the British South Africa Company colonized the country in 1890, 4 years later we have figures which showed, that's in 1894, showing that in their estimation there was 1 white man to 17,000 natives. But at the height of the Federation of Rhodesia and Nyasaland, which lasted from 1953 to 1963. In 1961, the ratio had been changed to 1 to 13. You see, so that is that's one aspect of this policy. The other aspect has to do with land alienation. In all the 5 countries, the natives were removed from their land. And herded into native areas. In Zimbabwe, these were called native reserves. I grew up in a native reserve myself, which comprised not more than 25% of the land. The other 75 to 85% was now in British hands. We had been totally removed.
Similar to Kenya.
Yes, that happened also in Kenya, but not to that extent. In Kenya, it was only what they called the White Highlands. These were the highlands which were cool and regarded as good for white settlement. So